Hey folks, or maybe I should say, hey mindless automatons, this is Mad Rabbit. Back in medieval Minecraft Esper. And I always forget the name of my own show. Yeah, I do. I don't like the name of it. I still want to find something a little more catchy and a little less wordy, but nothing's really come to mind yet. For now, I'll probably just leave it as is, but yeah, so as I mentioned last episode, yeah, we're kind of doing the evil city kind of look based off my texture pack from episode 1 that I mentioned. Not my texture pack, but I altered an existing texture pack with some slight differences. So go back to that episode, and I'm not going to re-explain this every time, but so just refer to episode 1. Okay. Um, so what I do today is I do a large tower, which is basically okay. So we've done a zillion towers in the past. So what's so different about this one? Um, Mainly using a lot of the blocks that I kind of made my own textures for. Using some of the existing textures in there, and placing them on other blocks I wasn't going to use. So I think on looking on this when it's done, it looks really freaking good, and it's one of the few buildings that I thought actually came out really well lately. So I'm looking forward to seeing people's reactions to how this particular one comes out. There will be one more episode, at least. I might do more with kind of the evil coloration stuff, but yeah, I'm gonna do at least one more episode because I did some other little small doodads, little wall pieces, and lamps for the city. So if I ever do like kind of like an evil city with these buildings, I just want to get like a large repertoire of buildings kind of made up and save the schematics, and I'll probably just concentrate on using them. Um, when it comes to actually building the city, just basically everything will be done already. All I have to do is just grab buildings, throw them in here or there, everywhere in the city, and it'll be a lot less work for me in the long run. So I just like spontaneously sitting down every once in a while and just building, just for the sake of building. Because lately, as I mentioned last episode, a lot of new things are coming out with Minecraft, the next updates and whatnot. So I'm starting to get excited again about Minecraft. So hopefully I will be able to have more episodes out, and I might actually go back on occasion, maybe not always, but on occasion I will come back and do some builds like this, where I just show you some speed builds. Um, these might not be much help to you people because I'm using my own custom texture pack, but I think still it could inspire you if you wanted to make your own. It's not too difficult to do, or download somebody's, and they've made it so much easier now with these changes with the way the file structure is for the texture pack, and it's so much easier now to be able to customize things on your own with in Minecraft. So I'm looking forward to what they have to bring forth in the future. I can't wait. Still waiting on the mod API. I think that'll be a big one when that comes out. I'll probably be able to make up my own blocks and put in things wherever I want to put them, and it'll be much easier when that does happen. Maybe they'll just give you an option in game to do that. Maybe make your own blocks of whatever you feel like doing. We'll see. I hopefully they'll start implementing some of these great ideas that some of the community people have, and some people have made into mods and whatnot. Because they're implementing horses in the coming up one, and different types of horses, and you can actually name your pets now. Yeah, I forgot to mention some of these last episode about some of the changes coming. Name tags, based on name tags. Um, what else was there? There's a whole bunch of stuff. I mentioned the hay bales, and baked clay blocks now, which again, more blocks means good stuff for me. So I'm looking forward to that. I was happy with the quartzite that they had in the previous update, which I haven't actually showed you yet, but I showed you some of the blocks I changed. They're going to kind of mix in with that set. So we can actually build buildings that are kind of like a white build, and It's sort of like going to be the kind of the opposite of what this is, which is kind of like the evil build. All I really did was just do some slight alterations on a few blocks for this, but most of it was just using their in-game or the in texture pack pieces and just copying them around and maybe slightly altering the coloration very slightly. But I think I did these lamps too. I think these redstone lamps were. I think I changed them. I did look at my patch notes on it. I don't remember. I kind of made my own patch notes in case I ever do upload it. I may someday upload the texture pack changes if I can get permission from the people that make Dokucraft and the Dokucraft Legacy pack. Because basically this is based off of that. So, yeah, I may do that in the future, but I can't guarantee that, and right now it won't be now. So, yeah, well, Minecraft is just changing too much. It would be kind of pointless to keep updating it every couple minutes. My changes that I do in here. Plus, sometimes I'm not satisfied with the looks of things, so I keep going back and changing it. And yes, next episode, I ran out of time last time. I was going to explain. I've been kind of mapping out the coastline of the main continent and making some water around it. That's been very time consuming, but it's, like I said last episode, it's actually not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I think it's going to be a lot quicker task than I thought, so I'm really looking forward to, once I get the coastline all mapped out, I can go in and just place the coordinates for where I want the cities, where I want the mountain ranges. I can just make kind of like what I'm doing here, templates, and make my own mountains, make my own trees. That's sort of what it's going to be in the future. And any ideas you guys can come up with, for things I could do for adding in. I do have like pretty much most of the cities laid out where I want them to be, and I'm trying to think of some different types of terrain. I don't want to just make generic mountains and generic deserts, and I want to do something interesting. So I've been like taking a look at some games and some art files from various other games and some fantasy art, trying to get some ideas of how to build fantasy landscapes that actually look really awesome. So hopefully, when I get to that point where I'm starting to build the landscape, things will look really cool. Hopefully, taking extra time to do that kind of stuff. Which is why this is not going to be like one of those overnight things. It's like kind of like the last project I had with the other thing, the other world. Even though that was much smaller than this, it's definitely going to be. I don't know. It's definitely going to be a long-term project. So I really just want to document everything along the way, because when we get to, kind of like, I don't want to be called the finished result. I don't know if we'll ever reach that point, but at least we'll have a documentation in high definition of everything I've done. I can say, hey, take a look, and so there probably won't be too many tour episodes because this show, it's in of itself, will be me touring all the changes I've done from previous episodes. So it's sort of like you're just going to have to watch the series, and I think it'll be pretty good. So this tower did really come out really good. I think it came out really awesome. I want to make more towers, maybe some more narrow ones, some more wide ones, in a similar architectural kind of fashion here. And I'm really looking forward to it. So yeah, so there'll be one more like this. And if I get inspired, I'm going to keep making buildings in this tile set until I'm actually at the point where I'm able to show you some of what I'm doing out in the environment. Because it's going to kind of be difficult to show you some of it. Some of it's MCEdit, and the map, I don't know if it's going to scan real well. I'm going to try and do that though. So here's the finished product. Came out pretty good. I am not familiar with how you light these beacons, so that might be something I have to look into. I like to light the one on top would be nice. Alright, well, see you next time, folks. Adios.